Hi, this is Faizan Salim, your chemistry teacher. In this week, I will teach you about the chemical bonding. So, first of all, you have to understand the concept of a bond. What is a bond? A bond is just like a friendship. A bond is a friendship between two atoms. You can see on the screen there is a proper definition of a bond. It is the force of attraction that holds the two atoms together in a molecule. For example, in case of hydrogen H2, there are two hydrogen atoms in a single molecule of H2 which are chemically bonded with each other. This is the first hydrogen atom which has only one electron. This is the nucleus of first hydrogen, and this is the second hydrogen atom, and it has also one electron, and these two atoms are chemically held together, and we represent the bond with a line. This shows the presence of a bond between the two atoms. So a bond is an attractive force which holds the two atoms together in a molecule. The second question is, why do atoms make bonds? Why do atoms make bonds? This is the single line answer: to get the stability. To get the stability, atom makes bond. What is the basic criteria for the atoms to become stable? So atoms become stable when their octet is complete. What is octet? Octet is ability of an atom to gain 8 electrons in the outermost shell. If any atom has 8 electrons in the outermost shell, then that atom has no need to make a bond. For example, neon. Neon belongs to noble gases. In the first shell, neon has 2 electrons, and in the second shell, neon has 8 electrons. What do you think? Neon has a complete octet or incomplete octet? This neon has a complete octet, so there is no need to make a bond. So this neon is stable. Why this neon is stable? Due to the complete octet. Due to the complete octet, this neon is stable. So every atom wants to get 8 electrons in the outermost shell, and to gain the 8 electron in the outermost shell, sometimes atom lose the electron, sometimes gain the electron, and sometimes sharing the electron. So what is the basic criteria for the atoms to become stable? This is the basic criteria to obtain the 8 electron. To gain the 8 electron, atom will make bond. For hydrogen and helium, this is very important. For hydrogen and helium, which have only one shell, they do not follow the octet rule. They follow the duplet rule, because the first shell is the very small shell, and the first shell has ability to gain only 2 electrons. So for the hydrogen and helium, they will not follow the octet rule, they will follow the duplet rule. Why? Because they have only one shell. What is duplet rule? Ability of an atom to gain 2 electrons in the outermost shell. In case of helium, helium has only one shell, so this helium has 2 electrons in the outermost shell. What do you think? This is stable or unstable? This is stable. Why this is stable? Because this is the helium has only one shell, and those elements which has only one shell follow the duplet rule. Duplet rule means ability of an atom to gain two electrons. Similarly, hydrogen. In case of hydrogen, hydrogen has only one electron in the outermost shell. What do you think? Now this hydrogen is stable? No. This hydrogen is unstable because it has incomplete duplet. So what will we do? This hydrogen will make a bond with other hydrogen atom, and now this hydrogen is stable. Each hydrogen has two electrons in the outermost shell. It is stable. The reason of its stability is complete duplet. So this hydrogen is stable. So you have learned two rules: octet rule for those elements which have more than one shell, and duplet rule for those elements which has only one shell. What are the methods to get the stability? Methods to get the stability. Methods to get the stability of an atom. Atoms become stable. Sometimes atom becomes stable by losing the electron. For example, in case of sodium, sodium belongs to first group. You can see in the periodic table, this is the sodium Na. This belongs to first group, and in the third period, first, second and third. Third period shows that it has three shells. So this sodium has three shells, and the first period, first group shows that it has one electron in the outermost shell. So what do you think about this sodium? This sodium is stable or unstable? In the outermost shell, sodium has only one electron, and no other atom will give the 7 electron to the sodium. So what will it do? Sodium wants to get stable. It will be stable after gaining the 7 electron, but no other atom will give the 7 electron. So what will it do? This sodium will lose its outermost electron, and after losing the electron, sodium has only two shells. In the first shell, 2 electrons, and in the second shell, sodium has 8 electrons, and in the third shell, how many electrons? There is no third shell because there is no electron in the third shell. So this sodium is stable, but this sodium has a positive charge. This positive charge indicates that there is a loss of 1 electron. But now this sodium is stable. So sometimes atoms become stable by losing the electron. Similarly, sometimes atoms become stable by gaining the electron. Non-metal always gain the electron. Sodium is a metal, and metal loses the electron, and fluorine is a non-metal, so this fluorine will gain the electron. Look at the periodic table. This is 7th group, and in the halogen family, fluorine is present at the top in the 7th group and in the second period. Second period means there are 2 shells, and 7th group means 7 electrons would be present in the outermost shell. So in case of fluorine, there are 2 shells. In the first shell, 2 electrons, and in the second shell there are 7 electrons because fluorine belongs to 7th group. So what do you think? This is stable or unstable? It has incomplete octet. You can see incomplete octet. Incomplete octet means this is unstable. So what will it do? This fluorine will gain the electron. The sodium loses the electron, and the fluorine will gain the electron. and after the gaining of electron, this fluorine becomes stable. In the first shell 2 electrons, and in the second shell there are 8 electrons. This is the new electron which is represented by cross, and this fluorine becomes negative, so you will say that this is now fluoride. And now this is stable. Opposite charges will attract with each other. Sodium has positive and the fluoride has negative, so these opposite charges will attract each other and this will make a compound, sodium fluoride. Sometimes atoms become stable by sharing the electron. What do you mean by sharing? You can I am giving you one example, that there are two friends and they went to the KFC and they want to buy a burger, and that burger has a cost of 500, but both friends has not enough money to buy that burger. Each friend has 250 rupees. Both has 250 rupees. So what will they do? They will share their money and then they will buy a burger. This is the mutual sharing. 250 rupees from the one friend and 250 rupees from the other friend. And then they will combine the money and they will purchase a burger. So this is the mutual sharing, equal contribution from each side. So in the case of chemistry, in chemistry, atoms become stable by sharing the electron. How? I am giving you the example of methane. The formula of methane is CH4. What is the central atom? Carbon is the central atom. In the periodic table, look in the periodic table. Carbon belongs to fourth group. So how many electrons? There would be 4 electrons in the outermost shell of carbon. First shell only 2 electrons, and the second shell there are 4 electrons. The carbon is stable or unstable? This carbon is unstable. Why this carbon is unstable? Because incomplete octet. Due to the incomplete octet, this carbon is unstable. So what will it do? It will make 4 bonds. It will make friendship with 4 other hydrogen atoms. This is the first hydrogen atom, this is the second hydrogen atom, this is the third hydrogen atom, and this is the fourth hydrogen atom. And each hydrogen has 1 electron. So after making the electron, now you can see that this carbon is stable because this carbon has 8 electrons in the outermost shell. This is the first electron, this is the second, this is the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and 8th. So this carbon is stable now because it has a complete octet. In the next lesson, I will teach you about the types of a bond. Bye.